Okay, so in episode 3 we started off by seeing each trainee's individual score, but they didn't reveal them to the group, they just went into a private room. Which I don't know why they did that. If they are supposed to keep the team strong and wanted to vote off the weak members, they should have just showed who the lowest ranked trainees were, regardless if you are their friend or not. So young Ben was voted for to go to the ground, which again karma I guess. Then Daniel was next, but he had one of the highest scores, so he definitely shouldn't have been voted out. Which this just really showed me this is sometimes just a friend's game, not necessarily a talent game. Then Jake was voted down, which is understandable. Then Jay was voted to go to the ground, but honestly Jay is underrated, he did fine in the performance. Then Nicholas was voted down, who I really don't know anything about, he hasn't really gotten a lot of screen time up to that point. And lastly Nikki was voted down. This was also understandable and completely warranted. After that the judges just put 6 people from the ground into island, which I thought was odd because I thought the people from the ground were going to have to also perform, but they didn't. I don't know why they did it like this. Honestly, I have so many questions about the formatting of this show. Why do they keep doing things so oddly? The ground and island are then sorting out positions for the new performance they are given. We are then showed how the ground was working. Some trainees that came from the island are frustrated with the other grounders because they think the grounders aren't working hard enough. But to me they seem to be all cooperating. They just wanted to be done soon because they were sore. Nikki got really upset and started to pick small fights with the other ground trainees, then storms out. Then Jay got mad because he thinks if they can't finish the part today the whole schedule will be messed up, which he was right about. I can see where both sides are coming from, but in the end fighting about it and throwing fits isn't going to make the dance come together either. I just think they were all just stressed out a bit. But I liked how in the end Jay kinda brought the team back together. Then Island had their group performance singing Fire by BTS. I thought they did a fine job. Anyway, stand center Heesung. That's all I really had to say about that episode. Next. In episode 4 they start with showing the scores of the Islanders' Fire performance and revealing the 4 people will have to leave the island and go to the ground. Dun dun dun. Then the ground performed Fire as well and they did a good job too. I just felt like the judges were over exaggerating a bit with the compliments. Like they did a good job, but I felt like a lot of that was just editing, making it seem like their performance was so much better. Maybe that's just me I guess, or maybe the energy was different actually being there judging in the moment. Anyways, they showed the scores of all the members of Island to the whole group, which I appreciated. I really don't know why they didn't do that the first time around. The 4 trainees that were voted out were Yoonwon, Taeyong, Sunu, and Jungwon. In my opinion I would have switched some of those people out and chosen a couple of different people. But K used the exemption card to keep Jungwon, which I was so happy about because I really liked him. The runner-up to take his spot and leave was Taki, and it was so sad. Like K and Taki really like each other and K didn't know he would be the runner-up. And I haven't really been attached to Taki in the previous episodes, but when he had to go back to the ground I actually didn't want to see him go. After that the grounders that the judges picked to go back into the house were Kyungmin, Jay, Jake, and Young Ben. I'm so happy that Jay and Jake are back in the house. Thank you judges, please keep them both there. Fingers crossed. And then it was revealed that both the Islanders and Grounders will need to make subunits of 2 vocalists and 3 dancers to perform head to head. If the Grounders win, 6 Islanders will go to the ground, and if the Island wins no one will have to go to the ground. They showed the trainees assigning positions and practicing. And it's decided that Heesung and Jeonu will be the Island vocalist performing Butterfly by BTS. Sunu and Daniel were chosen as the vocal duo for the ground performing Save Me by BTS. I was really pleased with both groups. Sunu's voice really fit Save Me, which I was really pleased by, but again both groups crushed it. Then the dance pairings that we will see next episode were Nicholas, Jiho, and Nikki for the grounder dance unit. And then at first the unit for the Islanders were Jungwon, K, and Jay. But then we see that Sunghoon comes up on screen in slow motion. When I tell you I started yelling. Please believe me. Not that I wanted to see Jay not be in the unit, I was looking forward to it, but I'm sure next week they will show a clip as to why they made the switch. But I'm excited to see what Sunghoon will do because I really like him as well. So that was the end of the episode. Leave what you thought of them in the comments below and I'll see you in my next video.